Okay, awesome. Thank you for that cool introduction, guys. I really appreciate it. And for all of you, thank you guys for calling in and logging on tonight. I'm really excited to share this information on how to expand your business using Facebook marketing. So first and foremost, I am obsessed with Facebook, okay, like anybody else here. How many people, right? So just to know a little bit about Facebook, it is everything. It's everywhere. We all know it. We're connected to it. So learning how to market well here is going to help you everywhere else on every other platform. For the last year, I have spent my time learning Facebook marketing specifically. So I'm going to share my tips on how I took my like page from about 900 likes to now over 17,000 in just a couple of months. And specifically how I took it from 900 to 14,000 in 1 month. I can tell you how to do that tonight. All right, so I'm going to screen share. Let me just get set up here. I'm going to do my desktop. All right, here we go. All right, so thumbs up if you can see my screen. Thumbs up? Good. All right, perfect. So let's get going. All right. So Facebook for your teen Beachbody business. So some things to know. Facebook has 1.44 billion active monthly users, right? Which equates to about 208 million users in the US alone. Okay, that's the whole share. So if you're not growing your business on Facebook, then you're doing something wrong. So think about it. What would 0.001% of Facebook in the US, if you could grab and capture that, would 208,000 people be good for your business, right? I think so, right? All right, so what you're gonna learn today is a little bit about marketing practices, an overview of Facebook ads, things you can do for big impact, and I'm also gonna share my analytics of my own Facebook page with you so you can see, how to read it and what to pay attention to. All right, so first and foremost, branding. I'm all about branding. This is my industry. Having good branding and good content is what's going to help you to have more engagement and have a really awesome Facebook page and to get more customers into your Beachbody business. So let's go over the first part of it that's the most important, which is the image, right? How to have a really great like page. I'm just going to go over the basics, but this is really important. So first of all, the first thing you want to do on your timeline is you want to link whatever like page you have to your about section on your timeline, because that's your circle of influence. That's your audience right now. A lot of people might not be connected to your like page, but you want to make sure that they know that you have one. So make sure that you have specific information in your about section and you link your like pages there. Another thing too, so here's Shalene, we all love her. She's very, very good at her image. One of the things that she does is she has a really great profile photo. You notice she hasn't changed it in probably years. One of the best things that you can do is have a really great shot of yourself, your face, or maybe you have a really nice design logo and you put that on your like page, but you want to have one or the other, not both. And if you do have a profile photo of your face or a headshot, you don't want to change it for a very long time. You actually want to leave it there, because as people are getting to know you, they're going to want to know what you look like. And if you're constantly changing it, it may confuse them on your image. So you want to make sure you find a good shot of yourself and leave it there for a while. So here's just some things that I grabbed off Facebook. Notice some things about what these pages are doing right. So for instance, Coach Tulin, we all love her. She has an amazing story. She has a very simple before and after, and then she has a really simple, nice typography in her cover photo. So you want to do things like that. Same thing with Carl Deichler. He's, he has his one picture. He hasn't changed in a while. He's got the Fall Classic up. But more specifically, look at brands that we all know. Reebok, they just have their logo, and then they have a really cool image for their cover photo. Same thing with Apple, right? Really cool image. You want to make sure that you take time to have your cover photo change often. Even though your profile photo might not change that often, your cover photo should always showcase things you're doing in your life or your personality. You don't want to make it too busy. You just want to have a really great photo that kind of wows people when they come to your page. Don't do this. I think we've all seen the junky cover photo and we're just like, what is that? It's cropped poorly. You immediately want to click away from somebody's page. You're like, oh, look at their profile photo. And I don't know this business, so I feel so bad I'm dogging them, but maybe I'll have to contact them about how to clean this up. But yeah, you see their profile photo, you can't really tell what it is. It's really small. Like, you don't want to do that. So pay close attention to the first image that people see when they come to your page. Since my brand, which I'm going to talk about is wedding, I picked the knot.com. They did a really great job of having something simple. You only get one time to make a first impression. So when people are coming to your page, you want to wow them. So pay into a stock photo site and grab some stock photos, take some really good photos, with your iPhone or your Samsung or whatever it is, hire somebody. You want to put money and invest in having good quality photos. It's going to help your brand image. So now we're going to go into content. This is so important. You're going to want to take notes because I'm going to show you specifically how to organize your content so that you get maximum effect. So number one, our purpose as coaches, when we have a presence in social media, no matter what platform it is this hierarchy. We are to entertain, inform, and then market. Notice marketing is a very small part of what we do. And obviously we want to invite people, we want to share what's on sale, but that's a very small part of what we actually want to talk about when we're talking about Facebook. So you want to make sure that you have this hierarchy in mind whenever you are putting any content out. So this is a system I use called 10-4-1. It is a posting guideline that will help you to organize your content. All right. And it goes like this, basically. It's a 15 post schedule, right? So in the week, I will have 15 posts that I create or, link to. 10 of those posts will come from outside sources. So I'll make sure that I bookmark pages that are very consistent with my brand image and identity. Cooking resources, different fitness pages, certain YouTube profiles that I like that share really good videos. I want to be able to share really great content outside of my, my world or what I'm creating. And the reason to do this is because that is what helps you to build rapport with your audience. It shows that you're not very biased about one particular thing, like just Beachbody. You want to make sure that you have sources that show you're impartial and you're sharing and adding value to your circle of influence, which is your like page. 4 of those posts are going to be content that you create specifically. It's your original content. So that could be blog posts. That's really number one. You want to, if you have an outside website or a blog, that's a really great place to start creating your own original content. It can even be posts that you create on your Facebook page, yourself. They can be images that you share of yourself, and maybe you're sharing your story and you have like a long post. It could be things like that. But you want to keep it relevant to your brand identity. That's always the focus, right? And then also you want to think about the hierarchy, which is entertain, inform, market. Also, one of the posts out of the 15, that's the only one that you're going to use to actually do any marketing. Only one out of that whole 15. And what you'll do is you'll cycle through these 15 posts. All right? Okay. So this is a posting schedule that I came up for my brand, Become the Bride. And what I did is I took the 3 hierarchies, which are entertain, inform, and market, and I came up with content that I would like to post specifically to my page. So you'll see here, like under entertaining, I want funny videos, I want wedding stories, I want fitness moves, I want things that are just highly engaging and just interesting, right? And then informational is going to be recipes and wedding DIY and, food supplement posts or anything like, art health articles, things like that are going to inform my circle of influence or my audience. And then marketing, I came up with different ones, obviously the challenge group, coach opportunity, success stories. And you'll see here that in my guide, I have times that I post. So I post about 4 times a day. And then I have different themes for every day of the week, and I just kind of plug in the different categories into that schedule. So number one, when I'm thinking about content, the first thing I want to do is think about who my customer is. And that's what you want to take time to do first. Who is your target customer? I call it a customer avatar. It's a profile that I'll create of my perfect customer, the person that would buy from me every single time, that would do whatever, join my challenge group, join my free group, the absolute perfect person that would say yes every single time. And you want to list all of their qualities, their characteristics, and then you can use a graph search to search for them, but you can also use this profile to create content so that you're speaking to them. So the customers they're going to buy from you every time. They're based on people that you may know. It may even be yourself. It may be a reflection of you. It's going to be someone that you're going to speak to on all platforms, not even just Facebook, but other social media. You can use this guide for that as well. But you want to make sure you even put in emotional hot buttons, triggers, fears, wants, needs, quirks. Even give them a name if you want to. If you want to say, okay, Susan is my ideal customer, and she's a mom of 3. She has low self-esteem. She just got out of a bad relationship. She's in between jobs. She would like to lose, inches away from her stomach and her thighs, all different types of things. She's a stress eater, things like that. You want to think about all those hot points and triggers. Your content should be your best stuff. I say that, like, if you're not posting your best content, you're pretty much wasting your time. So you want to, don't just post randomly. Really think about what you're putting on your page, because you only get that one opportunity to make a great first impression. So here's another example. You want to be human, right? So if your customer and your brand is about you and your team, like a lot of it is for most coaches, you want to show things that you're doing. You don't want to just post Beachbody. You want to post a vacation. You definitely want to talk about people that you are bringing into your team. And I bet a lot of you are already doing that. So if you are, this is just kind of validation that you're doing the right thing so far. All right. Be human, show your personality, show what you're doing outside of Beachbody. Also, you want to make sure that you interact with every single person that likes, clicks, comments, shares on your page. If someone gives you any kind of attention, you better engage with it, all right? So you better, even if they just liked it or they just said, cool, ask them a question, reply to them. Cool, what did you like best about this? You want to make sure that you engage with them. Post good content. So for me, I know that videos work really well. You'll learn more as you start to post more and you start to understand the analytics, what is the best thing for your page. But you want to make sure that you're posting things that are good. So here I got some engagement. I got about 9,600 people saw this and I had 305 likes. So that's a pretty successful post. And then like Shalene does, start conversations that matter. Ask people questions, try to engage with them and spark their interest, and just show that there's a real person behind the page and it's not just some automated thing that you're regurgitating stuff out. So here's some Facebook questions that you can use, but you kind of want to think about this for your entertain. Make it fun. Ask them about things that are not, necessarily related to your page. Don't go too far, off the map, but, try to make it fun to talk about things, off brand, as we say. Ask people to promote themselves. Tell them to post their own like page. It's not going to take away from you and your business. You may think that, oh my God, I'm going to direct people elsewhere, but it actually shows that you're open and you're unbiased. So do that. And one-word answer games, post one word to describe your day or things like that. That works really well. Give your fans a reason to take action. So this is kind of some rules. Make sure that you tell them, like this, comment on this, share this on every single post that you put out. Every single post should give them an action of what to do. That's really important. And then here, you want to make sure that you're creating content that's exclusive. So what I like to do is on my Instagram, I'll post little snippets of things, and then I'll say, get more information on my like page, and I'll post a link to that in the comment section. You want to make sure that you keep certain information exclusive to just the people who have liked your page, and you want to kind of tease people outside of your Facebook. And then manage their expectations. First and foremost, what kind of presence do you want to have on Facebook? How do you want people to see you? If you went to your page, would you engage with it? Would you like it? Is it interesting to you? Do you think it would be interesting to other people? You need to evaluate your presence all the time, constantly. And then think about what your vision is long-term of the kind of image that you want to project. And often it'll align with the type of content that you're going to post. And just kind of, you want to take time to communicate what is important to your brand so that you get that across and people start to really latch onto that. So here are some things that I have used personally. These are some trackers. You want to track your progress. This is really, really, really important. because you're not going to know what's working and what's not working if you're not tracking. So personally, I use Lead Pages and Infusionsoft. I have used MailChimp in the past, but my combination of Lead Pages and Infusionsoft now have replaced all of the other things. So some of you may be using this, and I have a link to some information about these things in the end. If you want to inquire about them, I can point you in that direction. But yeah, having a tracker is very, very important. All right, so now I'm going to get into the information about a test that I did, and I did this recently, and you'll kind of be interested in this. So I saw this post going around Facebook. You know, if someone paid you $500 a month to work out, eat at least one healthy meal a day, and share your journey with others, would you do it? And some of you may have seen this. So for me, I could not believe the type of engagement I got off of this. So even before I even boosted the post, I had over 1,400 people that had started interacting with the post itself. And it ended up being about 97 comments of people being like, yes, 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 show me how, I want to do it. How do I do it? Tell me, tell me, tell me. So then I did a comment in the section. I said, you know, well, if I could show you how to earn that 500 for working out, eating well and sharing, would you be interested? Reply to this if so. And so from that, you know, my own reply, I got 53 replies from that. So I posted this and then I boosted it. So it reached about, you know, almost 7,500 people. Here is what I spent on the ad. I only spent $35 over the course of a week. And the engagement I got was, you know, 33 click links, 6 page likes. I got a lot of post page likes, and 108 comments and shares. But more specifically, what I did is I linked this specific post to my website, which happens to be a lead generation funnel, okay? So this was just a test. I posted it out. I had no idea what it was gonna do, but wow, what it's done since then. All right, so I'm gonna come out of here and I'm gonna show you on my Facebook page what it's done since then. All right. So that's my, okay. So this is my analytics of my page exactly. So I have 17,000 likes, right? So that specific post, when somebody goes to my website off of that post, come here. And this is my lead capture page for Become the Bride, right? And so they're gonna get my little welcome letter and they're gonna click here and it's gonna say, if you want access, I want access now, I wanna know about this. So as soon as they put their email in, it's going to take them to a landing page that I created on Lead Pages, which is here, Earn While You Burn Challenge. So this is a coach recruiting funnel, right? And so, you know, they come here and they get to learn about Beachbody and they get to learn about what they get with the program and if they're interested, and they get, these are my brides that are my actual success stories, that are my coaches. And if they want to get started. Once they get started with that, they click this link here and it takes them to a form where I can learn a little bit more about them. So that's really important because I want to know, you know, if they're going to potentially be a coach in my business, I want to know what they're going to be like. So once they go there, then they come to my funnel, my Infusionsoft page. And so this is the engagement that I've been getting off of that boosted post. And since I started running it on October 21st, I've had 91 leads. 69 of them still have to complete the questionnaire. I've had 25 people who have completed the form and 15 people that want to be coaches that I have to schedule with right now and talk to. And I've already spoke to 10 of them who will be signing up in the next couple of days. So right now I'm getting a huge amount of engagement. This is just 1 week off of this one test of this one post. And, you know, obviously this is kind of like a special case because this wasn't a picture that I posted, it wasn't a video, but because I've spent a lot of time building my brand and building my likes, it has helped me get to the point where I can post different things and start to get engagement. All right, so this is, and what Infusionsoft will do is I have a campaign built around this. What it'll do is it will automate and send them information for me so that I don't have to, all I have to worry about is talking to them and scheduling and signing them up in my challenges or as a coach or whatever. So I really like this system. I run my whole entire business off of it. And if you want info, I can give you that. But more specifically, let me show you the ad that I ran. So I took that question, you know, if I could help you earn 500 from eating well and blah, 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 right? And I turned it into a Facebook ad, and I have it open. Let's see if I can show you that. Ah, here we go. Serious question. So I extended it. So what I did was I asked the question, but then I went more specifically. You know, I'm starting a girl boss empire that empowers brides to get fit for their wedding. Are you looking to fit your dream dress? Do you have, you know, a certain amount of, you know, pounds you want to lose? Are you looking to, you know, earn an extra income from home? And I created this really nice photo. And here's my link for my website, which goes to those outside funnels that I showed you. And then here's the engagement. So organically, it wasn't doing too well. I mean, out of my page, 133, which is pretty average because on Facebook, only 16% of your followers are actually seeing anything you post. So you should just know that. So if you're getting really frustrated because nobody's seeing your stuff, you're not alone. Facebook is doing that to you on purpose. They hate us all and they don't want us to market. No, really, they have set the algorithm where most people are not going to see what we post. And that is to force us to buy advertising. So it kind of sucks, but at the same time, their advertising is pretty economical compared to other things out there. So, you know, it's kind of in between. So here's my organic. So 15,000 after I boosted it, that was my engagement that I got. And so I have people that I'm interacting with, and you see I've replied. I have people saying I applied, I like this, blah, 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 and I have been liking. And I go back and I actually message some of the people to, you know, see what they're about and see if they want to sign up or whatever. Okay, so about the ad itself. So you have your ad. So obviously you want to pick a very simple picture. You want to make sure that you have a call to action that is based on your customer avatar. So when I was talking about, you know, do you have this to lose? Do you want to do this? You want to have this down payment on a house? Do you want to, you know, go on this honeymoon? I'm speaking to the emotional triggers of the brides, my actual customer that I'm trying to reach. That's the content that's in my post. And then you see the picture that I put there here, right? So earn while you burn challenge with the bride and the piggy bank. So obviously it's all a test, but this is working. So I've had 240 post engagements. And what have I spent? So in about a week, so some days I will boost the post at $5. Sometimes I will boost it at $25. I kind of give it a range of funds based on what I'm looking to spend that day and what my overall spend. So I know I don't want to spend more than $100 on this ad for its entire life. So right now I'm within my budget, but it's doing pretty good. I'm getting engagement and it's going back through my funnel. So I know that this ad is working. Okay. And my cost isn't too bad. My cost per like or per click is about 29 cents. So I know that right now that this is working. And I know for a lot of you, you're looking at this and you're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what she's talking about. But just know that once you start to do a boost post here, like you just click the little boost on your post on your like page and you put $5 on, do that. That's a test. See what engagement you get. In order to learn Facebook marketing, you actually have to try and see what kind of engagement. You have to actually test it out. Not everything that I post works. I have a lot of ads that I do and they don't work out, and some do. And it's one of those things where you have to constantly tweak it. But once you kind of know, and I'm better at it now than I was a year ago, once you know exactly who your customer is, you can get very successful with your marketing. So now I'm doing really well with more of my ads because I've had that test. So I know a lot of you are asking, how did I go from 900 to 14,000 in the month, and now over the course of a couple months after that, now 17,000? Well, I'm going to tell you, number one, it's because I have really good branding and really good advertising. A couple months ago, Facebook had a program called Facebook Go, where they reached out to certain pages and they actually assigned a Facebook account manager to you to help you with your advertising. So I did that program. The ad spend was for 30 days at $25 a day. And I knew that I needed to do this program because it was going to help me to further my brand. It was going to help me to, expand my reach and to help me make Success Club. So I did that program at $25 a day. I ran an ad. Let's see if I can bring it up. But I ran a Facebook ad, and in that month, it took me from 900 likes to 14,000 likes. And they helped me to really hone in. This is, here it is, new likes campaign. So you'll see here, 14,000 likes. This is the campaign that we ran. It reached 155,000 people, and it cost me about 13 cents. And over that time, I ended up running it $750, and then I boosted more of it. So since that time, I've spent about $2,000 on the ad itself. But in that 30-day window, I spent $750. In that month, though, this ad made me $1,200. So I had a profit from doing their Facebook advertising program. And in that time with that program, they taught me how to read the analytics, how to know if my ads were working, what to focus on in my page analytics, which are my insights back here. They showed me how to read the data. And I'm going to tell you right now, like for that guideline that I showed you where I have like the different days that I post different information, you can come over here to your insights and posts, right? So you're going to want to write this down, insights and posts. And you're going to want to pay attention. Mine looks like a whale. Yours may look like something else. This is the time of day that your Facebook-like users are online. And you're going to want to pay attention to this because it's going to tell you what time of day you should post your content. So for me, I know if I hover over here, I'm getting the most engagement at 9 o'clock. So I post my best stuff at 9 o'clock. I also come to the other high points in here. So I'll post around 6 o'clock, and then I post again around 10, and then I post around 8 o'clock in the morning. And that tells me, that helps me get on a schedule. So that's how I came up with those 4 times a day that I'm going to actually post. Another thing too, if you hover over the different days, it's going to tell you what days of the week you have the most engagement. So I know if I'm looking at this, I'm hovering, right? The line changes because this is an average, but if you hover over the days, it's going to give you specifically. It looks like Wednesday at 9, I get the highest peak. So if I have anything special like an offer, if I'm going to market, I'm going to actually post my offer on Wednesday at 9 o'clock because I know the most amount of people are going to come on that page and at least be able to see it. And I'm going to boost my advertising and run my advertising for that specific time frame because that's going to give me more opportunity for people to see what I'm talking about. So that's what you want to pay attention to. You also want to come over here to all posts published, and you want to click on reach. And what's going to happen is it's going to sort your posts by the highest engagement to the lowest, and it's going to say by type. So right now, this is that one that I boosted about the $500, and that was a post. But I'm have the most engagement off videos, and you'll see like my top 3 are videos, and then I also have some photo posts that did well. But this will help you to understand as you're coming up with different content to know exactly like, oh, okay, I know I should post more videos on my page because I'm getting more engagement there than, images. So this will help you to know in that hierarchy, okay, I need more content videos, I need more images, I need more page posts. This will help you to do that. I need more outside links. So this will help you to kind of chart your information. If you come over to overview, waiting for it to load, you can actually follow certain pages to see the type of engagement that they get. So I watch a couple pages that are interesting to my brand. If you come into overview, pages to watch, you can add pages that are similar to your brand and see what they're doing. So for instance, Shape Magazine is one of mine. They had 0, engagement. They post 147 times in a week, and that's their new engagement. But you see a place like Weight Watchers, they're up 1%, and they posted 2 times in the entire week. So this should go to show you like there is no, set thing. It's all about you connecting with your audience and the type of content. You have to test a lot of things. You have to try a lot to kind of find that balance. And so now I'm in a good groove, but it took me a year to really kind of find out what my engagement was. So here for me, I posted 7 times last week because I was really busy at work. And I had a 1% gain. So that's not terrible considering pages that have millions of people, right? Pages that have millions of people are having like a 0.5%, and I had a 1% gain. So I know that that is showing me that what I'm doing is in range with everybody else. So these are just some different things that you can pay attention to kind of know, okay, what is my market average, and am I doing just as well as everybody else that's advertising on Facebook? And that should help you a little bit. So I did the Facebook engagement. This is one of my brides. She lost 25 pounds, and this is her on her wedding day, and she's really excited to share these pictures with me. So I added her to there, and I just share different things. I have in my about section, I have my own, I have a little commercial that my husband edited based off of our wedding video, about me fitting my ideal dress, because I lost 52 pounds to fit my dress that I bought in my goal size, which was a size 12. And so that is like kind of my intro video that brides can come and watch. So that helps them connect with the story of who I am and how I can help them to get ready for their wedding. So I really have considered a lot of the content. Here's my Shakeology. So, I keep it fun, engaging. This is my offer, right? You'll see here. This is me out and about. This jacket is a 2X. Isn't that crazy? What the heck is going on with sizes in this country? But so, I post success stories. I keep it really interesting. I did a coaching happy hour. Here's my husband cooking, lots of engaging content, videos, and then a lot of outside links. Okay, more wedding videos. So I'm very, very focused. And here's that post about the $500. I'm very focused and very zeroed in onto who my customer is and how to speak to them. And it's definitely helping me to get lots of engagement. So so that's kind of my spiel for now. I guess I could take questions if people have them. Good stuff? Thumbs up?
That was awesome, Nina. So good. Very thorough. Lots of numbers. I mean, I didn't know half that stuff, so I learned a ton.
Yeah, me too. So any questions for you guys? Any questions for Nina? Tons of questions. Let's ask the questions.
Nina, I've got a couple questions for you, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what do you use for your landing pages? What service?
So I use Lead Pages, and that is a link that I got through Amy Porterfield. She's another Facebook trainer that I use. That's another one of my resources, how I learned Facebook marketing. She has a really great deal. If you go through her, you can get Lead Pages. Amy Porterfield.
Oh.
Amy Porterfield. And you can actually get Lead Pages through her for $1 for 60 days to try it out. So
did you do that?
I like deals. So yeah, what'd you say?
Did you do the template that she created for you?
So no, I mean, I did her training, and then I took her tips and I basically implemented them into things that I'm doing with my funnel. And that's what helped me. Infusionsoft is the other one. I can send a link to the company that I went through, because you can go directly to Infusionsoft, but I went through a company that sets you up with a really good coach that created the campaign for me. So that was really important. So If anybody's interested in that, because I don't have time to do the campaigns, and I know a lot of you don't either. They set up the campaign, which is what you saw with that landing page with Become the Bride, and then it funnels out. So those two things combined is what I'm using right now.
Okay, and is Infusionsoft the email, like the template that automated emails as well, or was that Lead Pages?
So it automates emails, it sets tasks, reminders for you, it can do things that you do for your team and training. It basically automates my entire business. I can keep notes on my customers. I can even set up my own e-commerce if I want to sell things specific to my brand. I really love it because it's taken a lot of it's given me time back that I didn't have before, because I was using like Gmail and I was using MailChimp to do my campaigns. And, I was using other kinds of lead pages here and Google Docs and forms, and it was just all over the place. So now I have like something that's all in one, which I really, really like. Okay. So actually I have a link. I can post it in the chat, and I guess Alex and Jeff, I can share, I guess, some of the different things that people can go to if they want to do that.
And one more question too. What was the Facebook service? Was it Facebook Go?
Facebook Go. Unfortunately, they took the program down. I think they might be rebranding it or remarketing it.
Cool.
I do have a rep that I went through, so I can give you their information. I'll post their information too, and you can contact them, and maybe they'll bring it back. I don't know. But yeah, it was definitely worth it though. Yeah.
For sure. Awesome. Thanks. And thanks for killing it tonight too.
No problem. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I have one. When you boost your posts, there's a couple ways you can do it, like by just clicking on boost posts, and you can go right into the back end of Facebook and do your campaigns that way too. Which way do you do it? And do you find that one way is better than another?
That's a great question. So there's a combination of posts that I do. My favorite type of post is what's called a dark post or an unpublished post. That's what I recommend the most, and that's what I did for the ad with the $500. That is a post that I created in my ads manager. I didn't do it specifically from my page and then press boost. And what that does is it will boost it to your audience, and you can pick your own targeting. A lot of times I target outside of the people who have already liked my page because I want to bring in new people. But it won't publish it to your page. It'll still stay in like your published area. You can find it through your activity. But I like that the best. Boosting posts are okay if and only if you're getting engagement already. Don't boost a post from the beginning. You want to post and then kind of let it run a little bit and see what kind of engagement you're getting before you boost it, because every time you boost a post, it's like standing on a table with a megaphone saying, hey, I know you're looking at your timeline, but look at me first. You don't want to do that a lot. That will actually piss a lot of people off, and that'll get people to unlike your page. So you have to kind of walk that fine line between unpublished and posts you boost.
So when you're boosting it, your audience, do you choose friends of friends or not? Like, which one do you pick?
I pick people excluded from my page because I'm trying to reach outside of kind of that sphere. When I first started through the Go program, it was people who like my page and their friends. And sometimes I do that with certain content. Like if I'm trying to make Success Club, and I'll tell you right now, since I've done this page has helped me make Success Club every single month, no fail. So that's important to know that it can do that for you. But what I'll do is I'll boost the specific post, and that will kind of help me in the targeting to go outside of that circle. And I recommend that.
Cool. Thank you.
Welcome.
Anybody else?
Nina, is it okay if they reach out to you one-on-one too? They have
Sure can, and I will even include the slides from the presentation. So for anyone that's on the phone and they want to look it over, they can do that. And you can ask me more questions. You can ask me about graph search, because I didn't get into that because that's a whole separate searching topic. But any resources, if you're looking for, different ways, you can totally reach out to me, and I'm more than willing to help.
Awesome. Thank you. Do you by chance maybe have a challenge for everybody on the call?
Yes, I do. Okay. So here's one thing that you can do, and something that will help you for this month. I challenge you to, it's a two-part. Number one, I challenge you to look at your branding and try to come up with a way that's going to really engage with people this month for Thanksgiving. Okay, really good branding for Thanksgiving. And then number two is I challenge you to try to get at least 10 people in a free clean eating group by the end of the month.
Trey likes that one, I can tell.
So you have to have branding specific to Thanksgiving, and you have to get 10 people in some kind of a challenged free clean eating group by the end of the month.
Love it.
Awesome.
Who's got it in the bag?
We'll post those two challenges. Awesome. We see all those hands. We'll post those two challenges with this recording on the pages. So it's there. Let us know in the comment section what you guys think. And thank you again, Nina. You're awesome.
Nina, thank you. Let me say one more thing real quick. Nina's been on a couple of my mastermind calls, and she's worked directly with some of the coaches that participate in that call. And I've heard great feedback from these coaches implementing these things that she's talked about today. So please take these things serious, try them in your business, see what you can do to boost your like page. That's the whole reason why we brought here. We've seen a lot of success from coaches that have really implemented these things that she's gone over. So Nina, thank you for taking time. You're freaking amazing. And thank you everyone for participating tonight.
Thank you guys. Crush it this month. Good luck.
Woo! Go get them.